Hi hearts! Everyone's out there asking the universe for divine love. They imagine angels singing, constant passion, telepathic encounters, and some sort of cosmic fairy tale ending. And honestly, yeah, it starts that way. It's wild, it's electric. You feel like the entire universe is winking at you through license plates. You think, finally, this is the one. You are floating in some multi-dimensional honeymoon. But nobody tells you what comes after the fire. After you have cried oceans, burned your ego to dust, and survived 47 emotional deaths and rebirths. Because once you actually reach divine union, you realize it's not constant chaos. It's calm. And calm feels terrifying when you have built your identity on emotional earthquakes. That's the part no one glamorizes on Instagram. No one posts, "Here is us peacefully eating soup in silence." But that's actually the mastery. Because when love finally lands, it's not loud anymore. It's steady. And at first, your nervous system hates it. It misses the chase, the drama, the explosions. It's like, where's the storm? But love just stands there like, baby, the storm is over. You can come home now. That's when the real work begins. Not the healing kind, the living kind. Staying in love is harder than falling into it. Falling is instinct. Staying is choice. It's presence, not performance. It's no longer what are we? But how can I be more honest here? And it's hilarious how simple things suddenly become sacred. Cooking together, walking without saying anything, not needing constant reassurance, realizing silence isn't rejection, it's integration. That's divine love in a real life. It's when you stop needing to be understood every second because you have finally understood yourself. Peace doesn't miss the fire, it remembers it. So there's nothing to miss when love never left. But at some point, transformation needs to end so embodiment can begin. That's where I live now. In the embodiment, where love doesn't throw me off balance anymore. It is the balance. It's in my body, in my work, in the way I make coffee. It's not fireworks, it's frequency. And that's so much richer than the chase. Because when the energy between you stabilizes, you don't lose the spark, you become it. It moves through both of you, quietly, continuously. That's what people call boring love. But that's actually peace. And peace is sexy when your nervous system finally heals enough to feel it. So yeah, divine love isn't dramatic anymore. It's holy and human at the same time. It's when you can argue, clean the kitchen, and still feel like God is in the room. You laugh more. You stop trying to fix what isn't broken. You realize love doesn't need constant maintenance. It needs honesty. And that's the paradox. The higher the love, the simpler it becomes. It doesn't need proof, performance, or spiritual vocabulary. It just is. So if your connection feels calm, if it's not full of signs and triggers anymore, don't mistake that for less love. That's love finally becoming safe enough to live inside you. That's divine union in a real life. Not an ending, but a landing, where two energies stop colliding and start creating. That's how I see it now. Divine love isn't a lesson anymore. It's a lifestyle. It's the peace that used to scare you and now you can't imagine living without it. You know how people say relationships take work? Sure, but the kind of work most people mean isn't what real love needs. They mean fixing, managing, constant checking. Are we okay? Do you still love me? Should we talk again? Let's unpack that thing from 3 months ago. It's like emotional customer service, exhausting. But divine love doesn't need that kind of maintenance. Because maintenance assumes something's always breaking. And love, real love, isn't a machine. It's an organism. It grows when you give it space to breathe, not when you constantly poke it to see if it's alive. You don't go to a flower every 10 minutes and ask, "Are you still blooming? Are we still good?" You give it sunlight, water, presents, and trust it to do what nature designed it to do, thrive. That's how divine love works. You don't work on it, you live it. You nurture your own clarity, your own honesty, and the relationship responds to that vibration naturally. The human mind wants to schedule love, to manage it like a project. Weekly check-ins, expectations, post-conflict analysis. And I get it, that comes from fear. We are scared to lose what we love, so we over-maintain it until it suffocates. But once you reach a higher frequency of connection, you realize love isn't fragile. It doesn't need to be protected every second. It needs to be trusted. Maintenance keeps love small. Trust, let it breathe. Let it breathe. Trust lets the love breathe. And honestly, that's the difference between control and creation. Maintenance says, "I need to hold this together." And creation says, "I am willing to evolve with it." You can tell where your relationship stands by how much silence it can hold without either of you panicking. That's the test. Not how much you talk, but how much peace you can stand together. So no, divine love doesn't need constant maintenance. It needs maturity. It needs two souls who can say, "I'm responsible for my energy. You are responsible for yours, and together we create the space where love thrives." That's not maintenance. That's mastery.